George Hannaford is a successful actor in the late 20s. He's married to Kate Tompkins, an actress he met on set. Their relationship is unlike another film stars' marriages, apparently very solid. However, Kate Tompkins to is starting to doubt of Hannaford's fidelity, as she suspects he's having an affair with an actress, Heaven Avery. Around the same time, a mysterious woman from San Francisco called for Hannaford. She is sure that he has spent the night with her days ago. However, George Hannaford assures the woman is mistaken and hangs up. Later at the day, Helen Avery and George meet up in secret.
Part 2. Kate Tompkins is a pretty girl. Her father is a senator and she likes to wear a lot of earrings. When she was 17, she ran away to become famous. First, she was doing little shows in proms at Yale. After time, she met George Hannaford, a famous star of Vogue. In him, she found what she had been seeking. After, after that, she was in a dangerous state of mind, and she was dependent entirely of George. Then she had a son with him. A nurse kept the baby, and she was free again. But she had a strong instinct that he was interested in Helen Avery. They went to have dinner with friends, and the atmosphere was heavy and full of jealousy. During dinner, Arthur Bush came. He was an ugly, popular little man, a continuity writer and lately a director, and he was in love with Kay since a long time. Time after that, George and Kate went to a Hawaiian party, and Helen was there, but also Arthur, and Kate was with him. They were holding hands and standing too close. George walked to them to say goodbye to Arthur, and in a moment he and Kate were driving home. He said nothing, and Kate said nothing. He suspected that Kate had kissed the man, but he had never seen it happen or given any thought. When they arrived, someone was waiting for them. Kate went upstairs, and George talked to the person.
Part 3. One morning, George called the lawyer because he wanted the divorce. Kay entered into the room, and he was really cleared about his feelings to the relationship of Arthur and her. He thinks that the love is done and he didn't love Helen anymore. When George went downstairs, there were Arthur, Kay, and the lawyer. He talked to the lawyer about the problem of Margaret, but he didn't want to be in the situation, so he left the room. George wanted to know if she really wanted the money she asked for, and if she was still in love with him. After that, the story continues with Kay. Kay was worried about losing her job, and she tried to kill herself. George found her in the hospital, and he was feeling very guilty, even though the doctors have said that she will be okay. George and Kay were fine at the end. They ended up together, and George visited Margaret to establish everything after the problems. Then, after a couple of calls, George realized that the maid knew about everything of his affairs. He has nothing left to do than smiled. Then he went to his waiting car and found the daughter sitting down on the stoop. She was rubbing her hands together in a gesture that might have expressed either ecstasy or strangulation. He watched the resign of the thin, plain Carolina noon.